What if the person who broke your heart is currently sitting in their room, completely rewriting their mistakes and getting ready to ask for a second chance? How the what if technique brought my lost love back. My name is Tiya, and this is the story of how a simple question, just 2 words, completely changed my life. Those 2 words were, what if? A few years ago, I was in a serious relationship with a guy named Henry. We met during college and quickly became inseparable. We shared dreams, planned our future together, and genuinely believed we were meant for each other. But love alone isn't always enough when 2 people are immature. We argued over small things. Our egos became bigger than our understanding. Instead of listening to each other, we tried to prove who was right. And one day, after a painful argument, Henry ended the relationship. Just like that. The person I imagined spending my life with was gone. I felt as if my entire world had collapsed. For months, I couldn't focus on anything. I cried almost every night. My grades dropped. I stopped hanging out with friends. I barely spoke to my parents. Even my health started suffering because I wasn't eating properly or taking care of myself. I felt completely lost. The worst part wasn't losing him. The worst part was losing myself. Thankfully, my mother never left my side. She patiently helped me heal. She encouraged me to focus on my future instead of my pain. Slowly, after almost a year, I started feeling like myself again. By then, I was in my final year of graduation. Campus placements had started. My parents encouraged me to attend interviews without any pressure. To everyone's surprise, including mine, I became the first student in my batch to get selected by a reputed IT company. For the first time in a long while, I felt excited about life again. I joined the company and started building a new chapter. I made wonderful friends. I learned new skills. I became more confident. I laughed more. Life was finally moving forward. But there was something interesting happening in the background. Something I didn't understand at the time. Whenever I saw a happy couple walking together, I didn't feel sad. Instead, I would smile and think, what if Henry and I meet again someday? When I attended weddings, I would quietly wonder, what if we are sitting here together one day? When I imagined my future, I would think, what if our story isn't over yet? Notice something important. I wasn't begging. I wasn't crying. I wasn't checking his social media every hour. I wasn't trying to force anything. I was simply asking a positive question. What if? At first, it happened unconsciously. Then it became a habit. Whenever a negative thought appeared, I would replace it. Instead of, I lost the love of my life, I would think, what if this separation is preparing us for something even better? Those questions made me feel lighter. They gave me hope without making me desperate. And most importantly, they allowed me to stay happy in the present moment. As months passed, I became busy enjoying my life. I focused on my career. I spent time with friends. I traveled. I learned new things. Deep inside, I had a strange feeling. A quiet confidence. I couldn't explain it logically. But there was a voice within me that kept saying, don't worry, your story isn't over. 1.5 years passed after our breakup. Life was good. I was happy because I had learned how to be happy with myself. And that's when something unbelievable happened. Now, one ordinary evening, I was sitting at home, chit-chatting with mom. Suddenly, my phone rang. An unknown number. For some reason, my heart started racing. I stared at the screen for a few seconds, and immediately a thought crossed my mind. What if it's him? There was no reason to think that, but something inside me knew. I answered this call. Hello? The moment I heard the voice on the other end, my entire body froze. It was Henry. After all that time, after all that silence, after all those what if questions, it was actually him. I couldn't believe it. Tears instantly filled my eyes. Not tears of sadness, tears of gratitude. We talked for hours that night, and the person I spoke to wasn't the same Henry who had left me years ago. He had changed. He had matured. He had grown. He apologized for everything. He admitted his mistakes. And then he said something I never expected. He wanted a second chance. Not just as boyfriend and girlfriend. He wanted to marry me. A few weeks later, he met my parents. With complete respect and sincerity, he asked for their blessing. Everything happened so naturally. No forcing, no manipulation, just perfect timing. Today, I am married to Henry. We have a beautiful child. We support each other's dreams. We have successful careers. And our families couldn't be happier. Looking back now, I realized something incredible. All of this happened before I even knew about manifestation or the law of attraction. Without realizing it, I had been practicing the what-if technique. Every positive question shifted my focus from fear to possibility. Every what-if opened a door in my mind where miracles could exist. Instead of fighting reality, I imagined better possibilities. And somehow life delivered something even better than I had imagined. Thanks, LOA Tales, for reading and visualizing my story. So if you're listening to this story while going through heartbreak, uncertainty, or any difficult situation, I want to leave you with one powerful question. What if everything works out? What if the universe is preparing something amazing for you? And what if your miracle is much closer than you think? That simple question changed Tiya's life. Maybe it can change yours too. See you in next Manifestation Successful Story. Comment what if and share your story. Sorry, please forgive me. Love you. Thank you. Bye.